Hey YouTube, back with another episode of Decks on Decks, and today we're looking at a spin off of a Tier 1 deck being Burn, and this is Human Creature Burn. It is definitely not Tier 1, not that it's bad, it's just that Burn is way more resilient in my personal opinion, but it's a really fun deck to play, and gives you a whole bunch of different lines of play that you probably wouldn't see otherwise. Let's start off with the mana base. So it's pretty simple. We have 3 fast lands up here, 3 villages, 1 copper line. Just saves you life in the long run, saves you from using your shock lands, of which you have 2 stomping ground, 2 sacred, and 1 temple garden. Fetch lands, we have 8, 4 wooded foothill, 3 arid mesa, and a windswept heath, staying within the Naya colors, nothing crazy. And basics, we just have these 3. Now we are playing basic plains, basic forest, and temple garden in what would previously and traditionally be seen as a burn deck. This is excusable because of how our mana kind of works out with our creature demands. Also, never forget that temple garden is going to be useful for casting creatures like Burning Emissary, which you might just see up here. And also lets you get away with some fun little plays, and it's not a mono red deck splashing other colors. Like, this is truly a Naya deck that's just very red heavy. The spells, so because this is Burn, we have 4 Lava Spike, 4 Bolt, 3 Boros Charm. Now, playing 4th Boros Charm might be fun. I'm considering throwing in a 4th one and taking out one of the 2 Helixes. Helixes are fun because they are removal, and they are a bit of a tempo play, but Boros Charm is just a lot more fun to go to the face near the end of the game when they've already killed your creatures and you're just looking for top decks. So yeah, 4 Spike, 2 Helix, 4 Bolt, 3 Charm, 3 Atarka's Command, which is probably the best card in the deck. We don't want to overdo it on it because it can bunch up the hand, but for 1 turn dealing as much damage as possible, it's clearly the most efficient. 2 Path, because some things our creatures just can't get around, so we should just get them out of the way. And 1 Become Immense. Become Immense is a lot of fun, and it'll have a whole bunch of flavor that you'll later see down the road. So that's the spells. Creature-wise, we have the 4 Burning Emissary. If you don't have 4 foil Burning Emissaries, I don't know what you're doing with your time. They're pretty cheap. They look really good, and if you're going to play 1, you might as well play 4. We have 4 Champion of the Parish. Obviously, this is humans. We're looking for that really powerful opening standard start of turn 1 champion into burning trees, into as many humans as we can play. So Champion is a crucial part of the deck. We have a couple 1-drop humans over here. We have Grim Lavamancer and Monastery Swiftspear, which are great for pumping up Champion. You can play them as your extra red mana coming off Burning Tree on turn 2 after playing a turn 1 champion to get that 3rd counter, and it's a great play. Plus, having prowess is really useful with all of our burn spells. Plus, having burn spells in the yard is useful for Grim Lavamancer later on in the game. We're playing 4 Mares of Afterbrook over here, which obviously goes to work along with the human synergy. And plus, you can cast it off of Burning Tree, letting you go turn 1 champion into, let's say, 2 Burning Trees into a Mare, which seems like a god draw, but it allows you to swing for 3, 4, 5 on turn 2 with the Champion of the Parish, which is a great turn and a great tempo play, especially when you have burn cards left in your hand that you get to save and close out the game with when your creatures get in that early damage. And last but not least, we have 2 Silverblade Paladin down at the corner. 3 Silverblades. Silverblades are a lot of fun. They let you double strike your big champion. It's a great threat, and it also combos with Become Immense in the sense that if you can sneak somebody in who's double striking, if you can +6/+6, you can typically end the game, especially in a burn deck. This is a bit of an all-in strategy, and typically the way the games work out is you will play your creatures, they will deal with your creatures, you get some damage in, and then you try to burn them out for the rest on a clear board state before they try to kill you. That's how the deck works. It's pretty simple, it's linear, gets to the ground, but it gets the job done. The sideboard is pretty simple. We have 2 Katakis, because in fact, Affinity is a pain, and it might also help with Lantern control. 1 Unflinching Courage, because burn decks aren't a lot of fun, and it's fun just to go way bigger. The 4th Command, because sometimes the games go long and you just want to have multiple power turns. Authority of the Council, just for temple plays, and it might end up gaining us some life in some creature matchups where we can just be the bigger deck. 1 Smuggler's Copter, because we have no flying in the deck, and sure, it's not that great a card, but it will hold off the flyers, it's cheap to crew, and it'll actually get us some card filtering. 2 Rest in Peace. 2 Grafdigger's Cage, because Dredge is not a lot of fun, even though it just got, well, pretty much taken down throughout the bannings. 2 Chokes, just for the blue decks, and Merfolk, just fun stuff. We can just have amazing tempo plays. And then the classic 3 destructive revelries. Thanks for your time, and this is Naya, burn humans.